Hey guys, I was wanting to show you something. It snowed again, and boy did we get a lot. Look at all that. I looked out here, and on the railing, all you can see is my Bigfoot's feet sticking out. That struck me as funny. Oh, winter, winter. Gotta love it. It is pretty though. Okay, there's some possible prints, but it's really hard to tell because there's been people here too. But this one has a little bit more of the shape, like right there might be the toe. And then there's another one right here, which would be, yeah, actually, this would be the left foot. Oh, this is the left foot too. But this one has a pretty good shape, and then I see a little bit what looks like toe marks possibly, but I can't be sure. And then here's another one that's shaped pretty much the same. And you can see a little bit of what looks like it might be toes. These are not really distinctive, so I can't say for sure. There are a few that are interesting. This one right here is pretty big. And I saw some that looked like they were in a straight line. I videoed those when we first got here. Okay, that's all for now. To me, this one looks a little bit interesting too, because it's so big. It's not like out of the realm of human, but, and then here's another step. And then here would be the right foot. Again. Left. See, that one for sure looks like a boot to me. Wish they were more fresh and distinct. This one right here, definitely a boot. Look at that little tiny thing. I don't have my tape measure, it's in the car. That's small. It sure does have a shape of a foot. I suppose See, there's one right behind it too, and it's in a line. I don't know. See if I can see any more of the little ones. The thing with these being in a line, though, is they both look like a right foot. That one right there, unless there was some little kid down here with their dad. I don't see any more little ones. Maybe it got picked up. Human or squatch. Okay, this is not very deep, but I think I see toes. There's the heel, and right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes. Okay, we've come across, it looks like a trackway, and it's in a pretty straight line. It's going this way. I don't know if you'll be able to see it as good from this angle. I'll show you when I get up here that it looks straight. I thought I was recording and I wasn't when I was back here. Look like pretty big steps too. Okay. Now, hang on. Okay, if you look up through there, look how straight that trackway is. And they're too big to be deer. And the way the shadows are hitting, it's hard to see the... Where's the one that you wanted to show me? Jim? Okay, this one looks really interesting because you can kind of make out some toes right there. Here's 2 in a row that are in line. That one and that one. Okay, this looks like a track, but it's really hard to see, but there's the heel. I kind of see toes in this one. Toes would be about there. Come around, and it's kind of wide. Break again. Jim's found a couple breaks real high up too. There's one back there. So there's our security cam is right inside this corner, and it caught, while we were down at the lake, it caught some kind of vocal, something weird. The cats were asleep. Sounds like a Bigfoot to me. So I came out here to see if there was anything odd around the windows, and that I think is from water dripping, but here is what looks like an impression to me, foot impression, and it's a little bit bigger than my foot, and it's a little bit smaller than Jim's. But I see, looks like toes there and a definite heel, so that could have been them. Anyhow, the rest of the grass is pretty packed down, so well, I did see one other thing right over here. This is the other window, and it's hard to see if there'd be anything there because all this is right in front of it. But right over here, this is where that ball was, the red ball. I see a little impression right here in the ground. Right here. But that could be old. It's Sunday, December 27th, 6:11 p.m. Okay, now we have had a huge snow again. And it started snowing on the 24th, which was last Thursday. This is Sunday. And the last time I recorded anything Bigfoot-wise was the 23rd. You know, putting anything out or anything. So, I believe I checked the porch on the 24th at some point. I know I had to because I always do. But I got to not feeling good, so I went to bed like late afternoon, and I slept for a long time, and it started snowing while I was sleeping, so I don't believe I came out here to check anything after that. So this is the first time I came out. I just cleared the porch off and the railing and stuff, and I found something laying in the chair. There's still snow, but it was laying there with the monkeys. So I'm going to go inside and show you what it is that I found, and so I can explain it better in there. Okay, back on December 22nd, I found this piece of wire. And as you can see, it's got two bare ends. It actually fell out of somebody's car that was here visiting. And we found it in the driveway out front, and they said they didn't want it. It was nothing important, so I just kept it, and I laid it on the table out back, and I thought, I wonder if the Bigfoots will mess with it. So that was the 22nd, and that's where I left it, like that. It was opened up. So I just go outside, and I'm cleaning the porch off, and that chair with the monkeys had this laying on it. And there's no way that happened just from falling off the table onto the chair. That had to be bent. There was nobody here. My only question is, when did they do this? Because I know I would have checked it on the 24th. See, I put it out the 22nd. Nothing happened on the 23rd. I would have checked it the 24th. And then it started snowing, so it could have happened sometime in the afternoon on the 24th. Or maybe they did it after it started snowing and their footprints just got covered up. But I'm guessing, because it was pretty cold, that they did it on the 24th, early afternoon. So anyways, I think I might straighten it out and put it back out and see if they do it again. Okay, I straightened it out a little bit, not all the way straight. Put it back where it was, and we'll see if anything else happens. It's Tuesday, December 29th, 8:30 a.m. Looks like the Bigfoots are back after the last snowstorm because of what I see right there. Now, Let me show you something. Okay, I put this out on, oh my goodness, hang on December 23rd, 9:16 p.m. I put this stuff out. The lantern was sitting on the wires that were on the bow, and so that it wouldn't blow away. So let's go out and look at it. Okay, now it's no longer sitting on the bow, and the handle is lifted up. So they messed with that last night. So that means they're back. Yay. And I've already went all the way around the house and looked at everything else and didn't see anything. So, pretty glad they messed with this. I wonder if they picked this up and that's why the handle's up, to lift it up off of this. But yeah, I had it sitting on the wires like that with that down. Or wait, let me see a second. Yeah, the handle was to the front. So it was pretty much like that. So cool. They're back, and see what happens next. Okay, we pulled over at a different spot at the lake today, and didn't think there was anything here at first, but now we're seeing pretty good looking, what looks like foot impressions going into the lake. Now there's one right there. Here. There, there. And that looks like a left, a right, a left. And then there's one there. I'm going to try to walk down there now. Okay, to get more detail, I want to come down here. That looks like a little smaller one right there. Toes. Okay. Oh, stepped right in it. Really muddy down here. These aren't real distinct. They're a little older, but I can't go down there any further. I'm going to sink. And there's one there. Okay. Okay, here's some more. I kind of see toes, but it's hard to tell because they're not real fresh. But then here's another one. You can see how deep it goes. I don't know if you can tell that or not. And Jim stood here, and his only goes maybe a third as deep. And then there's another one right here. He'll be the toes. This is a minute possibility. The heel would start here. That looks like the toes up there and comes back. It'd be a big one. But I don't see other tracks around it, so skeptical. Okay, there were a couple weird things happened today that I wanted to tell you about. We were getting ready to go to town, and we were in the garage looking out. We could see through the window out onto the hill behind the house. And Jim goes, "What is that?" And I said, that's a coyote, and it was a really big coyote. So Jim went out back to take these pictures, and he said that it didn't act very, afraid or anything, but it kind of went back up the hill, but then it stopped, turned around, and looked at him, and it reared up on its hind legs like a dog that wants to play, you know. So it was really, really strange. And I have wondered before, if the Bigfoots have a pet coyote, and I'm wondering if this is the one because, I mean, it was very tame acting and very good looking. It was like it's taken care of, possibly, even. So, wanted to tell you about that. And then the next thing is my son came over and was taking a walk down in the woods. It was getting close to dark. It was late evening or right before it got dark. Anyways, as he walked down there, he sent me these pictures back, and he said that it was really weird because these plants, whatever, were pulled up by the roots and were laying in the path, and they made like a point the way that they were laying. And I think it's really weird too, but I haven't had a chance to get down there to look at them myself. But very interesting.